Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing my June wrap up. I read 5 books in June, which is pretty average for me, so I'm happy with that. The first book I read was Seeking Whom He May Devour by Fred Vargas. This is the third in the Commissaire Adamsberg series, which usually follows Commissaire Adamsberg, who's a detective in Paris. This one actually follows his on-again, off-again girlfriend Camille in the countryside of France. There's been a series of murders which are believed to have been done by wolves, a pack of wolves that have gone mad and started attacking humans, but our hero and his sort of girlfriend Camille don't believe this is the case, so it follows them tracking the murderer. It's not as strong as the other two in the series that I've read so far, but I'm still going to continue with it because I think overall the series is very good. The second book I read this month was Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I absolutely loved this. I've owned it for about 12 years and for some reason never got around to reading it, and I'm so glad I finally have. This is a wonderful book. I think the way that Daphne du Maurier evokes tension, the way that she describes a British summertime, the way that she can convey the anxiety and low self-esteem that stems in the main character due to the titular Rebecca is just perfect, and I absolutely love this. I gave it 5 stars and it went straight on my Goodreads favourite shelf, so yeah, really great. The third book I read was The Shadow of the Soul by Sarah Pinborough. This is a crime fantasy crossover. It follows Cass Jones, who is a detective in London in the near future. It's part of a trilogy, the Dog-Faced Gods trilogy, and this is the second one. So there's an overarching story that runs through the books. I don't think I could say this could be a standalone book really, but the story in this book, rather than the overarching story, is also really good, and I'm looking forward to reading the third in the series. Okay. The fourth book I read in June was One Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovich by Alexander Solzhenitsyn. It follows a day in the life of a typical inmate at a forced labour camp, or gulag. It's very short. I really enjoyed it. I'm not going to say any more about it because I plan to do a full review, but again I would recommend this one. And the final book I read this month was The Violent Bear It Away by Flannery O'Connor. This is a Southern Gothic novel. It follows a young boy called Tarwater after the death of his great uncle, and it focuses on his internal battles between religion and his calling as a prophet and secularism, which his other uncle wishes him to embrace. It's a very dark novel. I thought I was going to like it a lot more than I did. I'm not sure if I didn't have the full context of it, maybe in the religious capacity. I'm not religious, I wasn't brought up religious, so I think maybe I was missing some stuff in this, which is a shame, but I do still plan to try other of her works. So yeah, I gave this 3 stars, although I think possibly it deserved more, and that reflects more on me than the actual book. So that's all I read in June. I feel like it was quite a good month for reading. I'm not going to sort out a July TBR because I want to be able to pick my books on a whim, but I'm looking forward to doing some more reviews.